Welcome to another edition of Shopkulture. I am Twan the Voice, Mr. Barry Crosby, Dr. James Orhill, relationship guru expert. Happy to be joining you here on another Tuesday evening, November 17th. Gentlemen, how's your week been going?
It's been a interesting week. I've been blessed. I was blessed to have a really nice birthday. Um, Me and Nicole came down to San Diego to celebrate my. The unfortunate part was during the birthday or during my celebration. I had the news of a really close friend of mine passing away from cancer. Um, the night of my birthday, so we're having dinner, and received the call, but I didn't receive the message until early the next morning, um, that my friend Sophia had passed, and it hurt. It definitely hurt. She was a wonderful young lady. We go back almost 20 years. So um, we actually had a great we had a mini reunion a couple years ago, and we all took our kids to Hawaii, and that was just fabulous experience to be able to share that with people that you love, the people that are part of your foundation, and so to share those moments with them, and especially knowing that that might be that's a lasting memory, um, and then to hear the news of her passing, it hurts. So dealing with that, so it's tough, but man, you just got to you don't forget, you cherish all those moments that we did share. So, and that's the most important thing. So, my condolences to her family, and especially to her little ones. So,
And my heartfelt condolences go out to you on your friend's behalf for her family. I mean, it's a wake up call to us all that, life ends. Death is a part of life. So, cherish the people around you. Don't take anyone for granted. Um, get together with your family. Don't let the funeral director be host your next family reunion, because that seems to be the only time when people get together is in times of tragedy. And in these uncertain times that we're living in now, people please stay safe. There's an uptick in the COVID-19 cases. Be safe, sanitize, stay distant, keep your circle small, because we want to keep you around. We want to talk to you, not about you.
yes, and then another thing is, don't let we got to cherish people, man, and I fall victim to it. We get our emotions, and man, life is too short to hold grudges, man, and the whole past.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, this is just another lesson of a lot of lessons that, especially you, doctor, always share with me, and some of the stuff that I've been going through, and you used to. That's one of the things you always tell me, man, and man up, forgive, and move on, right?
There you go.
And this is just a hardened lesson in that. And even though her relationship was great, but it's just other relationships that I have personally, right? That I can do better, maybe a better friend, better person in general, or even if I felt like I'm being wronged, you know what? Let's move on, because
Right.
we're in a pandemic. People are dying, and loved ones are dying. So
Yes. And it's real. It's real, people.
it
Take
is.
it serious, and don't take people for granted. Put your health first. Take care of yourself, right? Or you won't be able to take care of anybody else.
Absolutely. So, well, and
That's a very, very big point, man. And thank you for sharing that, man. Though, I definitely want to send my condolences out to, the people that not only that she loved, but the people that loved her. Because, I mean, anytime that we lose somebody in our community,
it's a very big hole that they're leaving. And man, I appreciate everybody that had influenced her life, such as yourself. Thank you, man.
And I also want to say thank you to everybody that reached out to me, not only for this, but also for the well wishes for my birthday. It was really unexpected. I had a lot of people reach out to me, and I really do appreciate it. I know I wasn't able to get to say thank you to each and every one of you, but I want to make sure to acknowledge it. So thank you guys. So Doc,
What's going
I
on?
think talk to me, man. So man, you've been getting in some trouble. It looks like. What do you start? What do you already start? I'm in San Diego.
Well,
And I'm hearing that the doctor's starting stuff already.
uh, j- just getting a little discussion going, a little good dialogue going on, and things go both ways. So what do we want? What do we want to talk about first? Because I
Man,
want to
you
get some
talk.
people engaged. I want to hear their thoughts and their feelings.
Let's get it.
Yo, Doc,
Uh-huh.
as a single guy,
Uh-huh.
I mean, starting to venture back into the dating thing. The question has come up, and you posted this earlier. Is it okay for a woman to ask a guy out on a first date?
What do you feel about that, Mr. Crosby?
Come on, women, step up. It's 2020. It's 2020. Yes, you should. If you're interested, why front? Go for it, right?
Right.
And
I
I
say
think no,
I,
I
s- I
think
think that shows a level of courage and confidence in a woman that can step forward and see what she wants and go after it in a classy way. You know, um, some women that I spoke to about this feel that it puts them out there in a vulnerable position where they seem thirsty or desperate or something like that, and it doesn't, and they don't feel that they have the advantage as if a man is pursuing them, and it seems to turn the table as if they're pursuing the man, which seems to put the dating advantage in the man's hands. What do you guys think?
no, I think that I think like you said, it's a level of confidence, and why not if you're interested in somebody? Because a lot of times, sometimes as men or just as men or women, we get mixed signals, right? And
Right?
if you're interested, to me, if you see something that you like and you want to find out more, why not open your mouth? A closed mouth don't get fed. Come on.
Right. I feel you. I feel you. But then you have to look at that from the woman's perspective, and how does that make her feel? She has to look at how am I viewed. And then there's some people that don't take rejection well. Not that many men are going to reject a woman that's interested in them. I think more are going to entertain it than to reject it myself. So I
So
mean,
you're
what do you
scared of
guys think?
rejection?
Hey, Coco, I see you watching. How you doing? So,
So no, so you're telling me a woman is scared of rejection, so she has no confidence then, because the rejection is part of it. That's a part of the chase, right? You don't know until you try.
right, that's what I'm saying. And maybe they don't want to be on that end. They want to be the rejector and not be rejected. Could be that.
Listen, I always look at it like this: out of 10 of them, right? This is back in the day. This is not now me currently. My this was my model. Out of 10, if I got three, that's 300. You're batting 300 in Major League Baseball. That's a great average.
Right,
Come on, that's it. So take your swing. You don't know until you swing.
right, absolutely. I mean, I see it as it takes a level of confidence, self-confidence to um, go for what you want. I mean, it tells me that this is a woman who knows what she wants, and she's willing to go after it. I mean, this man may have never even noticed you, but now that you put yourself in his space and showed interest in him, it could open up a whole new light, to him.
Oh yeah, and as men, we tend to always. Sometimes you don't. you always put this woman on a pedestal, so you don't even want to attempt, right? So when she's interested in you, you didn't even know. You're like, oh man, maybe this was a woman that I am interested in, but I'm just too, maybe like you were saying, too nervous or shy to go after her. So sometimes she needs to kind of take the initiative, right? So
Right. Absolutely. And another thing that I found is women in different parts of the country view this differently and act on this differently. Most, what I found is most women of the South with the Southern values are more apt to be more open, introduce themselves, let them know that they're interested in you, and usually the man would take it from there. But I don't know if it would go as far as them asking them out, but they're going to show interest. They're going to let you know, and I've seen that in the Southern states. I don't know.
no, doctor, it's nothing like a West Coast woman. West Coast is the
Oh
best
boy.
coast.
Okay.
It's
And
nothing like.
what's the difference? What makes the difference to you?
I think women. I think women and men on the West Coast, we're a little bit laid back, but we just kind of. I think laid back, but I think we're a little bit laid back, but yet straightforward. I think the West Coast to me has always been what? Nah, man, the West Coast is the best coast on that in terms
Of how people are? Well, have you ever experienced something where you talked to a woman or met her in a social setting and she tells you, yeah, I've seen you before. I've been feeling you for a while, but you never spoke. Have you ever experienced anything like that? Have you ever heard of your
I've
friends
heard that.
experiencing anything like that?
I've heard that a couple times. You know, I'm a
So
shy
so
person,
why
so
is that?
I'm a shy guy. So I can see that.
So why didn't she make it known? Show her interest. Is there anything wrong with that, ladies?
Yeah, exactly. Step up. Why do women always expect the man to always have to step up in those situations? Let's call it like it is, Doc. Why
You
is
know
that?
what? You know what? We actually have a couple of our viewers that have said, a couple of different things. Coco, yo, what up, Coco? Appreciate you, love. Coco said, I'm so used to a man doing it, I would be shy to do it. I would commend women who do it. I just flirt, and that is my way of coming on to him. Do you fellas read a general flirt?
Some men
Ooh,
do. A lot of men do not pick up on a general flirt, and they will just take it as kindness, a woman being kindness, and you're conversating. Some men don't pick up on that, ladies. We're not sharp as you think. A lot of us don't
exactly.
pick up on that.
I'm the first to. Yeah, I've been told I'm terrible at reading, and but I also say though some men miss. You know, some men you can women. I see in the barbershop a woman come in and she might just smile, just being friendly, and the man thinks that she want, oh, she wants me. I'm like, bro, she's just being nice, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right,
it goes to 100, man. You don't always just because a woman is having a conversation or smiling doesn't mean that she wants you, and vice
right,
versa, right? Just
exactly,
because I say hello to
Exactly.
a woman doesn't mean I want her. I'm just being nice, you know.
exactly.
That's it.
And it may be
I'll
just
tell you.
it may be a
I'll tell
flirt
you.
on her end, but then you're not
Yeah,
picking up on that, and
yeah,
instead of telling you, she's going back to her friends, telling them, "Ooh, he can get it," instead instead of showing her feelings known towards you, So, Coco, I want to ask Coco. You said after you flirt, so you flirt, he picks up on the flirt. You guys get into a conversation. Would you ever be the first one to ask him out? Can we go out, have
okay.
coffee or something? Is there anything wrong
Mm.
with that?
In those comments, Coco did allude to the idea that she would bust a move, and that is her way of stepping.
All
All
right,
right.
all right.
Well, we have a lot of comments here.
We
Um,
do. Coco also said something to the effect of, I'm from Seattle, now live in Houston, which,
uh-huh.
fellas, Seattle and Houston is two totally different demographics. She said, I'm from Seattle, but now live in Houston. And baby, they go after men here.
That's what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
In Seattle, they don't. So this is literally first world experiences to where somebody is from an area where they say that that is not the standard or the idea, and where they are now in a totally different demographic,
okay.
and
Now,
it's
see,
two totally different worlds.
that's more in line to what I've experienced in the southern states. Women will go after a man if they're interested in him. They will let it be known that they
And
like you,
doctor,
and they will introduce themselves.
and they should, and there's
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
There's
But
absolutely
this is
nothing
the
wrong with
thing.
that.
This is the thing, though. If you demand respect when a man goes after the woman, it should be vice versa too. Because I found that a lot of women, when they kind of come hard, they're kind of on the level of disrespectful, though.
You think so?
Yes, I know so. I
Give me an
know so.
example.
And I'm just
Doc, let's
what?
be real. Doc, let's be real. Not everyone has tactfulness in their approach.
So they're saying. So you're saying there's a classless approach, and it's like catcalling, and I mean,
Well, no, I don't think women. I don't think women are accustomed to asking a man out, so therefore they don't know the procedure of how you do it.
okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you,
Let's
ladies.
read some of the comments, though. Let's read
Try,
some of these comments because I've seen a lot.
R. Curtis said that's a minority of men, and that you have to read body language, and that's a good point.
Absolutely, and yes, but again, R. Curtis, the problem is a lot of people don't know how to read the body language. You know, how do you read the body language? Like, what kind of body language traits do you see that like women give off? Right? Just because she's smiling, is that what it is, or is she touching her hair, or is she kind of touching you, or you know what I'm saying? So, what are the that's kind of where I think we don't understand. A lot of people don't, right? Misunderstanding comes in.
So what would be a classy approach if you're at a bar or in any social setting, and a woman just gently grabs your hand and says hello? Would you
You
consider
know,
that a
that's
show of
different
interest?
things. Doc,
Huh?
that's different things.
That's it though.
That's different.
I mean that if she does that, then that means she's ready. Cause right,
You know,
if she's grabbing my hand, I mean, hey, I'm just saying. But this is the thing, Jen, Doc. Women are not subtle like that. When a woman wants you, she gonna show you, right? There's not no subtleness to it.
You don't think so?
No, like men, we're subtle.
Or some men are subtle. Some men show class and are subtle, but some could be rather rude. I've seen just straight rudeness.
All right.
there definitely is that. I personally have been to Canada where I was double fisting on my way back from the bar and got my cheeks pinched. And we don't talk about these. And I'm like looking around, and my homeboy is double fisted too. Like, there are some areas that women will approach, and there are some women, like there are some areas where women will straight up not approach. So there's
Mm.
like it's vastly different in the aggressive level in women in
Oh,
different areas and regions.
all right. Well, let's get to some of these comments. We got a lot, man.
Yeah, I see.
Man,
Coco says it's in the
loving
eyes.
these.
I can see it's in
Oh
the
man.
eyes. And R. Curtis said if she's directing all her energy towards you, you should pick up on something. And I
Yep.
agree with that.
What?
I would
Yep.
love to, but honestly, I am not that type of a dude. I will unless you are wearing a bright orange vest trying to hunt Bambi, I'm probably not gonna see it. Honestly.
All right. Halo here said men are super aggressive. Halo, where at? And it also depends on the places you go to too, and the spots you go to, right? Because there's certain places that you go, or certain vibes and certain atmospheres that you know what I'm saying, the level of aggression is different, right?
Right. Ooh, and
So
Halo
that's one
said
of the things.
before that, she said, "Don't touch me."
Oh, who said that? Halo?
Yeah.
But okay, what if it's a man that she's interested in? She's not going to say that like that, right? If it's a
Right.
man, Halo, how about this? If it's a man that you're interested in, would you say have that same type of attitude, or does it change?
Right. If he gently caresses your hand just to get your attention and says, "Hello, can I have a minute of your time?"
Yeah.
and you're actually feeling him, is that touch? Does he gonna get the angry black woman vibe because he touched your hand?
Oh,
No, Doc. No, Doc. We trying to keep
hey,
the
doctor,
show.
I'm going
doctor,
there. I'm
We're
going
trying to
there.
doctor,
keep the show. Damn it.
doctor.
Oh, now we're
Realize,
opening up this can of worms. Here we are. Let's do it.
Women know when they're giving that vibe off, and sometimes they do it as a repellent. When they don't want to be bothered, they
well,
give
you
that
can tell
vibe
that
off.
though.
What's
Yeah, but
that?
you can tell that. You can kind of
Right.
tell that. So, but you can
Exactly.
tell somewhat when they're interested on just how about this? The change of the voice, the tone in their voice.
Right.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. It's just different levels. Uh-oh. We got
Okay, you mentioned the different levels, Barry. You mentioned the different levels. Halo actually says something to that exact idea, which is I feel like a guy gives a different energy when he's pursued than when he's pursuing.
Yeah, because it can be a turnoff for certain men because especially a man that likes to chase a little bit, right? We're not used to being the one that's being pursued. So, and then like I said, women are a little bit more aggressive when they're kind of doing the chasing. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a fine line.
Right. But what I'm reading into that is it's a guy will take it as an advantage that he has the dating advantage. The ball's in my court. I can do what I want to do with this because I'm being pursued, which is usually happens the other way around.
Hmm. Okay. Huh.
I
Well,
mean,
Coco
one of
say,
the ideas. Yeah, Coco said, a couple of things, man. And one of the ideas that I kind of wanted to get your feedback on was Coco said that, dudes is aggressive anytime and anywhere. Are we that bad as
"Oh,
as a
stop.
species?
No, these three guys right here not. So no.
I think
That's
it comes down to you attract what you put out there. What you
Mm.
exude is what you attract.
Mm-hmm.
If you present yourself and carry yourself with total class, then you're going to attract that. But if you don't, like a lot booties are big now. So if you I've posted before, if you lead with your ass, how do you expect to be respected for anything else?
Yeah, and they have the nerve to get mad at the guys for looking or
Right.
I don't. It's just we gotta we gotta have a topic about that one too because I heard
no,
that
Right.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
well,
no, no. I
you
will
know what I'm
make
saying?
this. I will make this statement for all of us. Look, if there are tight hugging, what the hell ever, you are looking for attention. Any attention, whatever attention, you're gonna get attention. It may not be what you want, but people are gonna be looking just like you intended them to look.
Exactly. And it's how you present it. However you present it, that's what you're going to attract.
You
Oh,
want looks, you got looks. Bet.
hey, Katrina has a good one here. A man
Oh boy.
initiating shows he is a leader. If I have to pursue him, what other things am I going to have to lead? So then we're going back to Dr. James, what we were talking about. We're going on gender roles.
Right.
So what is it? Are we having gender roles or we're not?
Yes, absolutely. But I don't think that has anything to do with a woman pursuing a man initially. She's showing that I have interest in you, I'm attracted to you. Okay. But a leader and a man that has that leadership capability is going to take it from there. And he's going to take it to the next level. Once
Man,
she
that's a great
shows
point.
that interest, even if she asks him out first, he's going to say, well, He's not going to make her pay or say, you ask me, I'll pay and be petty. He's going to be a man. He's going to step up and he's going to show her leadership, and she's going to feel secure in his presence. That's
Okay.
what ultimately, when a woman sees that you're a leader, she feels safe in your presence, that you can take care of yourself and her.
So you're saying it shouldn't matter whether or not the man initiates.
Initially,
It should be the
no.
vibe. It should be the vibe that he gives off, that she reads.
Absolutely. Once
And
if
that's
she
why,
does initiate, then if he doesn't take the lead and say, let's go do this, let's go talk in a quieter place, and then it goes from there, and or is she using the power of suggestion to get him to do this or do that or do this, then that's a weak man.
Interesting idea that our guy
I like it. I like it,
Curtis
Doctor.
Jackson had. Curtis Jameson had a very valid point, and
What he said.
he said women and men basically want the same thing. We just
Attention?
go about it differently. We just go about it
It's
differently.
attention.
Whether that be
Attention.
attention or anything else, we want the same thing. We try to both get to the top of the mountain, but you're taking the left and I'm taking the right.
Okay.
I mean, how do you guys feel about that? Do we want the same thing but go about it differently?
Somewhat.
Yeah, we do want the same thing. But if a woman pursues you first, if she comes and asks you out, between the time there's that time between the asking out and the actual going out. What is your behavior going to be in that time? Are you going to suggest things? Are you going to have conversations that she sees that you're a strong man? Or are you going to ask her, what do you want to do? I don't know what I want to do, whatever you want to do. Or are you going to are you going to step up? Are you going to make decisions? And are you going to be that leader?
Coco guys, read Coco's
Is that the one where she said that it doesn't matter what environment guys are in, they're aggressive? That part?
Yes, can you read read the comment though? Read the comment.
I'm saying that it doesn't matter what environment guys are aggressive. Is that the one that you were talking about, Barry?
That is complete BS. When I say aggressive, I mean they go after what they want. They approach you and are persistent. So you're saying if I wear a nice form-fitting dress or a low-cut top, it gives a man the right to be aggressive. I disagree. Who?
No, it does not give that man the right to be aggressive. And there's positive a way to be aggressive. He can be aggressive as the way he comes towards you and be totally respectful and polite. But the way you carry yourself in that low-cut dress or whatever you're wearing, he has no right to disrespect you, be disrespectful in any way. But if he carries himself with class and treats you with class and respects you for the person that you are, what you're wearing has nothing to do with it.
And also,
that
if he's coming at you,
initial attraction.
Yep. And if he's coming at you respectfully and coming at you correct, and you might not be interested, is a way of respectfully declining that advance too. Can we also acknowledge that? Because a lot of times I hear that, and a woman's like, a man comes up and he's shooting his shot and it didn't go through, but instead of mocking him or laughing at him, there's a way of respectfully declining that, right?
Right, absolutely.
I would think so.
And sometimes that's not always, because you also seen that guy at the bar, and he walks away, and the woman's rolling her eyes like, oh, he come, saying, like, damn, man was just trying to, shoot a shot.
And then there's that guy out of shame and embarrassment that's going to be disrespectful and call her out her name and all that, and try to share his embarrassment,
Yes. And we as men got to call that guy out too, right?
Absolutely.
We should. We definitely should. Because, I mean, as people of perspective, we should know and say something to somebody that's not doing it in accordance. Absolutely.
And also remember, guys, thank you for watching Shop Culture. Remember to like and share Shop Culture. We see in the views, we see in the comments. We appreciate you guys chiming in. Thank you very much. But go ahead and share that and let people know Shop Culture. This is it.
That's right. Go to YouTube, like, subscribe to the Shop Culture channel on YouTube. Also, check out Feel My Flow. I share a lot of daily stuff on my personal page as far as Feel My Flow. Some interesting, uplifting stuff. I want people to be happy. I want people to be happy in their relationships. There are relationships in every part of our life that we experience, whether it be with our kids, whether it be with our kids' teacher, whether it be with our boss or our employees, with our friends, with our family, with our lover. There are relationships, and we want to help you to positively navigate through these relationships.
Ever since I've been listening to Dr. James, I can attest. It has been.
I'm glad I can be a positive influence on you.
Well, maybe not right now, but we're gonna work on that.
Okay.
I'm glad that somebody could. I'm glad that somebody could. Damn it! Shit, I've been at this for 15 years.
Let's get back to these comments, man. You guys, and another thing, guys, we appreciate your comments. We're trying to read them all in order. They're coming in. Keep on commenting, and we're gonna get to them.
Yo, CC, appreciate you. It's all about the communication. If y'all talking and vibing, law speaks for itself. That's a very valid idea. Very valid idea. Appreciate you, lady.
Absolutely.
Yo.
And that's, but in that conversation, when you're starting to vibe, what's wrong with the woman saying, let me take you out to dinner tomorrow night?
Oh, goodness.
Or invite you over and say, let me cook dinner for you.
Oh, well, I disagree with that, Doc. The woman shouldn't. At first, the woman shouldn't have the man over the house, though. Do you think so?
What?
What's that? What's that? Say that again. I hear you.
So, are we saying the first time that they meet, then she says, "Hey, I want to cook you dinner. Come over to my house the next day," or is that the first date? Are we talking about, or what are we talking?
It could be.
Oh
no, hell no.
Why not?
I don't know about that, Doc.
Absolutely not.
So you wouldn't be open to that?
That sounds like a thirst
You may
trap.
get there and she may have a couple of other friends there. There may be another couple there. She may want to see how you move in her circle with her people, how you are in a social setting.
I can understand,
I don't know about
and
that,
I can appreciate that. I can understand that. I can understand that and appreciate that. But here's the realization of it. If you would like to introduce me to your associates, how about we talk about this before we just dive all the way into the 12-foot section?
Well, because it may just happen. It's not always a planned thing. You may be out at a restaurant or you may be out at a club and you may run into and they say, let's go have a drink. It's happy hour. Are you going to back out because you're not ready to meet her friends? No.
Yeah, no, that's meeting friends. And look, hold on, I'm trying to get to know you first. So why am I going to try to meet all your friends first?
Come on, B.
You know what I'm saying? If I want to do all that, then I'll go do that. Which we can go to any spot for that. I don't need to go to your house to do that. I'm saying if I'm really trying to get to know you, we need to kind of go away from the house. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna play house, right? If I come over, we're gonna play house.
Oh no! See, now that's a big mistake that a lot of men make. And if she invites you over to her house and cooks dinner for you, a real man, respectful, with intelligence, should be able to refrain himself from physical intimacy before you get to know that woman.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about her. She might, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to tell her, no, let's chill. Let's go out and have a nice.
Then you do just that.
Have a nice dinner. What's wrong with me taking her to dinner?
Her inviting you over, you're going to learn a lot about her.
What?
You're going to learn how comfortable she is in her own space. You're going to learn how she keeps her own space. You're going to see some of her cooking skills.
Oh my goodness, no, Doc, no.
She may cook you dinner, then you guys can go out and have a drink.
No, it's a safety issue, though. I mean, if I'm really vibing with this lady and I'm really want to get to know her, I think her inviting me over her house right away, that's a red flag for me. I'm like, wait a minute here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we're going to automatically, jump in bed or anything like that.
Right.
But I just think that could lead to one thing that we might not want it to go. So let's kind of take a step back. Let's go to a neutral spot, have a nice dinner, you know what I'm saying, get a conversation going, and that's that. And we, you know, we can work our ways to going over somebody's house, you know, each other's house. That doesn't need to be so quickly, I would think. That's just me.
Yeah,
So it's
honestly,
a red flag to you if a woman asks you, invite you over for dinner to cook
I
you a
would
meal.
respectfully decline.
You would respectfully decline. You might just miss out on a good thing. And you probably decline because you don't know how to conduct yourself
Oh,
and,
Ooh,
refrain yourself.
we're not
oh,
doing
Doc
that.
looking at me
That's
today.
it.
Doc,
Damn.
I'm
Oh,
on
But it's
vacation.
all
oh.
about
I'm on
communication
vacation,
and
Doc. We don't have
respect.
to, but
Let your
I can also
intentions
say
be
the same
known
thing
up
about her.
front, you know?
I can say the same thing about her though. If we're respectful, then we can. Hey, she can always take me out to dinner. We can do it like that. I don't need to go over her house right away. I'm just.
Okay.
We had some man. Actually, we got a whole lot of comments.
Let's hear
One
it.
of them,
Wait,
one of
well
them
then,
was
boys, you
from
supposed to jump in and tell us what the comments are, because me and
man.
this guy can
I'm
go
not
back.
look, dude. I love how y'all flow back and forth. Honestly, I love it. That's why we watch it. But honestly, man, we had some people chime in. One of them being a new viewer, Miss Alicia Leslie. Yo,
How you
appreciate you
doing,
being
Alicia
with us.
Leslie? Thank you for chiming in. Appreciate it.
Yo, Alicia said, no
Knowing
first
what?
date at a woman's house if she doesn't know nothing about the man.
Exactly.
What you
Okay.
were saying, Barry, like, yo, first date, yo, you going to the woman's house, that's a no go. That's a no go. Period.
And real quickly, I wish my sister would do something like that. Okay. I wish
So
my sister
I
would
mean,
tell
you
me.
can go,
Oh, oh,
one, two. You can go 3 dates and think you know a person, invite them to your house, and find out that they have attachment issues. You know, they
True.
can start moving their stuff in and just under assumption or something. I mean, that can happen. That doesn't have to happen on the first day. It can happen 3 dates down. You know, you just have to be careful.
But we can always
unfortunately,
go out and meet in a neutral spot, though. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with going out and having a nice evening without us going to each other's house right away, though.
Okay.
I don't see the value in that. If you're really trying to get to know the person, because you know, let's be honest, you're going to that person's, I always say, home court, right? So
Right.
that's just a disadvantage. So
Okay.
to me, if we're making it where it's going to be equal footing, why not us? Like I said, hey man, just go have a nice evening out. So if we're
Right.
liking each other, that will initially happen, or that will happen. It'll take care of itself. So
I thought I
that's
saw a
it.
comment that said, if it turns out that I never want to see that person again, this is Halo Hair said, I don't want them to know where I rest my head.
And Halo, absolutely correct.
Okay,
Yes.
that's a good point. So what happened to the days where you ask a woman out and you go pick her up at her house? That doesn't happen anymore.
Doc, this is where the gap in our age. Doc, Doc, listen, bro.
oh,
The
Doc,
level of
you know,
trust just isn't there, huh? You don't
Doc,
pick a woman
um,
up at her house, huh?
Doc. We know
what
you look
had
young.
happened
We know you
was
look young. But Doc, we don't do that now, man. Nah, man.
It still happens. Trust me, it still happens.
I don't
oh
think I
man.
ever had that. Hey, I haven't had that in about 20 years.
Oh man, come on. You've lived a
Girl,
Yo,
sheltered life.
girl, if you don't
that's
meet me
ridiculous.
halfway, if you don't meet me,
That's ridiculous. Oh wow. Yo, honestly, Dorian Barber said, yo, hey, an early smash on a first date might lead to a happy marriage.
not according to Doc. Doc would say, Doc, would you be
Dorian Barber, an early
ooh,
smash on a first date might lead to a happy marriage.
the odds are against you on that.
Yeah, the odds are really
Literally
stacked against
read
you
what
on
I'm
that
getting.
one. Because more often than not, you're going to enjoy the touch and the act of sex. But as time goes on, you may not be compatible. You may not like this person. There may be actual things that you totally dislike about this person. But if you have that physical compatibility, the sex is good, you have that in common, you're going to keep coming back for that. But you're not really going to like the person, and that will not sustain you long term. Sorry.
And not to say, but I mean, it's no guarantees that it's not going to work. We're just saying you look at the odds, right? Percentages.
Statistic wise, it's not great. Statistic wise, it's not great.
So that's it.
300 in baseball is great. 300 in life is not that great.
Well, we have somebody that Leslie said, I like the old fashioned pick me up for a date. But with the new person, you don't want them to know where you live. So
Right. And Leslie Asheville said, right now with the plague, no one can go anywhere except someone's house.
Right.
But
and bring your recent negative test result with you.
But she also mentioned the other side of, you don't have anywhere to go. You only have the at the house options, yours or mine. But she mentioned, you can get an invite to the house, but don't take it wrong. It doesn't mean sex. So
right.
People
put that message out there. Put that message out there up front. So there's no assumptions. Well, I thought we was gonna smash. I shaved my balls and everything.
Oh, wow.
The awesome thing is our friend Leslie said one thing, and our friend Alicia Leslie said something that coincided with it. So sharing a first and a last name, she said a first date at the house will have you on the first 48.
It's a dangerous scenario, and I wouldn't recommend that. I think that take your time and really get to know the person. So that's just my opinion. I always say you're an adult, but man, that is dangerous.
Right.
Especially if you have kids. If your kids live there, right? If your children live there, that's dangerous.
Oh yeah, that's a different dynamic. You're not going to bring someone that you don't know around an atmosphere where you have like school age kids. No, that's a no. But then
doctor,
these
they do
days,
that. But doctor, they do that.
yeah, okay. And then these days, I mean, you guys are talking about first 48 and all that. You could end up you could be the victim because these women are exercising their Second Amendment right these days to own and bear arms.
Absolutely.
And they learn how to use them. And in these days, I applaud that.
They damn good at it too. They damn good at it too.
Women are better shooters than men. I'm telling you.
You know what?
Go to a gun range and check it out if you don't believe me.
Right.
You know what, fellas?
Absolutely.
I'm about to literally throw this over to you guys. Our newest friend, Alicia Leslie, said, what happened to making a person wait? What happened to learning out who the person is before giving them intimacy?
That's right. I feel that.
I need you guys to expand on this.
No.
Oh, I feel that.
Oh, no, Barry?
I don't think there's a time limit for it. I think you just get to know the person the best way, and it depends on what you're looking for, right? Because sometimes your best relationships are the unexpected, and vice versa, right? It's no time to know what you feeling at that particular time or that connection you have with somebody. So waiting, what's waiting? What are we saying? How long is waiting? Right?
Waiting,
I don't agree with maybe the first night, but I can say 7 days, 8 days. I don't know. I mean, what is it? So that's just
7 days, 8 days. You go over. The mood could be there for both of you, and you make a conscious decision not to engage in sex and to go home. Not that you're not feeling that person, but that do you think that will make them want you more and respect you more? Even if you wanted to engage in sex, be man enough if you don't know that person well enough, or if you respecting them, not to say, no, not now. This is not the time. And be able to table it for a few days, for a week, until next time. Let's continue this. You get a lot of respect for that. Give her that mental orgasm.
Oh, okay. But another thing is maybe being upfront with what you want, though, right? And not lying about that. And I think that can go both ways. I think right? So,
but you're not setting a time limit.
no, you're not
But
saying.
I
That's what I'm
mean,
saying.
you
There's no
both know
time
when
limit.
you're ready. I mean,
When you're
don't
ready, that's what
listen
I'm
to your
saying.
flesh. Don't listen to your flesh telling you you're ready. You know, listen to the connection, the
And that's
intellectual connection that you have that tells you that you're ready.
you talk about that intellectual when you're lying back and forth.
No. When you get past the lie,
When you talk about,
you know, and
your
what I try to
intellect.
feel. What I try to tell fellas all the time is, brothers, you can tell the truth and still get it. You can tell the truth and still get it. And you'll be respected for that truth, you know, because everyone has their own truth to tell and everyone has a past. So
Well,
you can tell the truth and still get it.
okay, Alicia. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? Ryan, you are right about San Diego. Great place to visit. Man, Ryan, you're 2 for 2. Good job. Yes, bro. But okay, Alicia said, Barry, waiting can be 1 day, 20 minutes, or 10 days. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. So I think we're all kind of in agreement, right? So
What
10 days.
what does
she said,
waiting look like? What does waiting look like to you? Whether it be you, B, whether it be you, Doctor, what does waiting look like to you guys? Like for
8
Waiting,
that
months.
first experience.
8 months.
okay. No, that I mean, if that's what you agree upon, but that's a pretty long time, and she might think you have homosexual tendencies and that you're not attracted to her.
Wait,
After
hold
that,
on, wait, stop,
after
stop.
that,
Really,
after that long of a time, but
doctor? Really? We gonna go there? That's a weird.
that could
Well,
be. Women do ask that question.
you're gay. You're gay because you waited 8 months. No, you might be in a religious, or you might be a Christian. And you might want to. There's a lot of different reasons of
Okay,
waiting.
well, let that be known up front because she's going to have curiosities in her mind about what's taking this man so long. You know,
So wait, women. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is what I don't understand about women. You don't want it too quick, but then you don't want to wait too long. So what is this?
there's a
Where?
sweet spot in there, and that sweet spot is a moment in time where you both really connect. You're going to feel that physical attraction, that infatuation, and that excitement. So you know you're going to be sexually attracted to this person. That's the easy part. Are you going to be intellectually attracted to this person? Are you two going to truly connect? Are you going to be able to communicate? Or after the physical act of making love, are you going to be able to conversate? And are you going to still enjoy each other's company in the next 30 minutes? Or when this is over, are you going to regret it? You want to get to the point where you actually have that intellectual connection and you're past the physical attraction, because that's not going to go away.
No, the key is, can you have communication afterward? It's not really intellect. I'm just gonna be honest. It's not. It's
Right.
communication.
And if you have
Communication
that
is where it's at.
connection, you're going to have that communication afterwards.
Yeah. Well,
Mike
okay.
Finley's in there.
We're
What's up,
gonna have
Mike
a
Fin?
discussion about that. Yeah, we're gonna. This is gonna be another topic because yeah, I read it. I read a good book that talked about it. How. But anyways, I'm not gonna go into that. But very good point, Doc. Hey, R. Curtis said you can conversate during the act. Hey,
Not many
that's
people are doing that. I mean,
there, there's a lot
you're
doing
trying to
that.
get the rhythm of the stroke during the act. You're trying to focus.
Or
There may
no
be a
rhythm,
few
whatever it
words
is,
exchanged,
whatever.
but you can't take that to heart. You can't take that as a serious conversation. There's words exchanged, but
Wait, why can't you? Sometimes sometimes that's a good state to be in, where it is you feel free, you feel open. So whenever you communicate, should be whatever works for you, right?
Theoretically,
usually.
yeah.
Okay, so the first time you make, are you going to come out and say, I love you just because you love the way you feel? You love the way that this person makes you feel? That's
I don't want to
what
go
I'm
into
saying.
that
Things
because
like this can come out. you know, and you can't take everything to heart that's said during the act of sex. That's what I'm saying. Because if she starts teasing you and treating you really well and doing something that you really enjoy and asks you a yes or no question, what's the answer going to be? Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
No, it's going to be truthful. Some of us are truthful. Some of us will tell you the truth. You don't want to ask
Right.
that, right?
Okay.
That's just like if a man say, "Hey, baby, am I the biggest?" She gonna stop you, and be like, "No, you're not."
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But if she got you in the sweet spot and you know a no's going to kill the mood, is there going to be a no?
Yeah. Am I the best? No, you're not the best. You're maybe the top 3, but or top 5.
Don't even ask for a grade. Don't ask for a grade. That's a recipe for disaster.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
But
You
who does
passing.
that?
That's good enough.
Hey, there's men, women. Do men still ask that? Are they graded?
Come on.
I always
don't
wanted to
do
know
that, please.
I think yes, they do.
Damn.
Amanda
I thought we was better than that.
Amanda lacks confidence will ask that.
Really?
Amanda's not confident in himself. We'll ask that.
Halo Harris says, see? Halo, you are nuts. She says, the biggest right now. I know that's true.
That's the right answer.
No, snap. I
like it.
Hey, Halo,
I see you, baby.
You're doing an injustice to that man because he's going to go to the barber shop and he's going to brag. I've had it. Oh, my girl said I'm the biggest. I'm sitting here like,
he's going to get it in. He's going to get the rhythm of the stroke, and his stroke game's going to be on after he hears that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to do that, man. You're not going to hype that dude up to believe him lies. Stop that.
No, they do. And they come in the barbershop, they're lying. So that's why
I've been there, man. I've heard it.
That's why this is shop culture. See, this is what goes on in the shop, guys.
I wanted to put more faith in humanity than to sit there and be lying on your thing. Talking about this.
We want to hear more of it.
Man, ridiculous.
Well, guys,
do
we got another topic real quick? Cause we at the 53-minute mark, and man, we can go all night, but we got to pay the bill, so lights got to go off. So talk to us.
Well, let's just give a preview because this other topic it could go on for another hour, and we could continue this on our next broadcast.
So the next one is: should we lie to each other? Right?
Recipe for disaster. Don't do it.
Oh, what's up, Joy? How are you doing? Thank you for joining in. And again, guys, we want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in and to Shop Culture. So please like and share Shop Culture. So it is great to see. It's great to see the volume. So we appreciate it. We're trying to get to all the comments. If we don't read them, we will respond. At least one of us will.
Dorian said lie about what? You asked about lying. Dorian Barber said lie about what?
Lying about what in general? We're just talking during the act of intimacy. That's what Doctor was saying, that sometimes people do tend to communicate, and sometimes they ask the yes or no questions. And what do you say during that time? And yes, I guess there will be some lying now, or don't ask yes or no questions, right?
Right, or there could be a lingering question that had been asked earlier, and you said, "Well, let me think about that," and now they want a final answer in the throes of passion. You think that answer is going to be favorable to them? Absolutely.
I don't know. Like I said,
I'm talking about she's putting it down for real. I'm talking about a toe curler, and you don't want it to stop. What's that answer going to be, Barry?
I got bad toes, man. You don't want to see those. So my toe game is. Bro, listen. Never ask yes or no questions. That's it. That's I've learned it because it's never gonna go in the way I need it to go. So I'm just straight up. No, don't ask it, guys. Leave it. No, don't do it. What do you think, Doc?
I agree. Don't ask it. I mean, in the throes of passion, I think a lot of people don't do it. Talk about what each other likes and what you want
Yes.
sexually before you get into it. Do you like this? Do you like that? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No.
Before you get into it. You could have a conversation 30, 45 minutes that could lead up, that's part of your foreplay as far as you talking about what you like. She talking about what she likes.
Yeah, that's tough though, because
But
you
then
don't want
you
to go
may,
into.
but not having that conversation, you may touch on something that's a total turnoff that triggers them to just clam up, stop, no, you did it. You know, you went to the forbidden zone or whatever.
And
No,
see, that's where one of our people's and yo, we got a couple of these to catch up on, but yo, JVC, new viewer, said
thank you for
talking
watching.
about
Though. Thank you for watching.
talking about the lie point. She said, never, even if it hurts the other person's feelings, don't tell a lie. So
I agree.
you know that at some points, depending on what the topic is, there may be some hurt feelings with it.
Right.
If you tell that person the truth. But I mean, between them and you guys have to be secure in who you are, right? To be able to handle the truth and tell the truth on both sides, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I think you got to know the person too, because certain people can handle certain things, right? And I think that's the key element in this, because when you're talking sexual stuff, that's real personal to a lot of people,
Right.
and a lot of
Well, you're
times,
not.
no,
Go
a lot
ahead.
of times, ego wise, everybody thinks they're the best at it. Have you ever met anybody that said, "Hey, I'm bad at sex"? Where they at?
Honestly, B, there's a couple of things that actually speak right to that. One of them was JVC, and she said, "Yo, I want to know where I'm lacking. As a person, you want to
Right.
know where you're lacking at, right? In that
That's
Right.
department, especially."
yep.
So
We
what's
had
wrong with having a conversation up front about what turns you on and what turns you off, what you like, what you don't like, and then
Mhm.
after you have sex, have a little critique session.
What?
really
What?
we doing
What's
a
wrong with
Q&A
that?
afterwards. I'm trying to cuddle. I'm
Afterwards,
not trying to
yeah,
have a Q&A. I'm
yeah,
trying to
you have
cuddle.
a
I'm not
how
trying to
was
have a
that? Blah
Q&A.
blah blah. I like this, didn't like that. Let's try it again.
Doctor, I'm sleeping.
No,
You
yeah,
sleep,
no,
see,
I'm napping. I'm cuddling, bro. I'm cuddling. Damn
brothers.
that.
I'm
I'm
telling
cuddling.
you, if you don't, that first 10 minutes, if you can stay awake the first 10 minutes afterwards, then you're good. If you get past
If,
that first 10 minutes, then you
if
can
I can
stay.
make
Well,
if
let's
I can
ask.
make a
Hold
complete
on.
sentence after and during that first 10 minutes afterwards, if I can make a first like a great sentence in that first 10 minutes afterwards, you didn't do it right.
Let's ask our viewers how many of them agree with that, because that's interesting. That right after you guys are done, would that be something? Or I would have never even thought of that, to be honest with you. So that's an interesting.
It's not a criticize thing. It's a critique session.
Hmm.
Yeah, you put it down, and then add to that next time, blah blah this, blah blah that. And then
Hmm.
share if there's something you want to add. Yeah, well, next time, if we want to take it over the top, yeah, let's get it in. Now you're looking forward to the next time because it's only going to get better.
Oh, but
Communication.
I was already looking forward to the next time. That's not going to continue.
Well, I'll put it this way. Then now she's looking forward to the next time.
Oh, cold blooded. Cause she's over there rolling her eyes as it is. So I don't know. So you might let me stop. Hey,
Yo,
real quick
Joy
again, everybody.
actually had something to say. Joy Sparks, yo, appreciate you, Joy, appreciate
What's
you.
up, Joy? How you doing?
Yo, Joy said we could talk later to make it better, but if you have the conversation beforehand and ask what your partner likes.
That's right.
Mm.
Beforehand, talk about it. Have that conversation about what you like. Then you can better please your partner.
Wow. So
What's the
you know what?
difference? It's like you're serving someone, you want them to be happy. You go to a restaurant, you order what you want the way you like it. And then after you're done eating, they come and say, what? How was it?
Okay,
What,
so how about
what's
this?
what's wrong with
We
applying that to your sex?
we want Google reviews, people. Google reviews.
Let's hear it, y'all. Okay, Art Curtis, we're gonna give you some love tomorrow, bro. I see you.
Definitely. So guys, we gotta wrap it up. Once again,
Yeah.
we wanna. I know it's good. We're gonna keep
On
the
the
conversation.
timekeeper, and I messed up. Damn.
Well, yeah, and
Yo,
we got the
loving it.
comments. The timekeeper ain't reading the comments, so we're gonna have to go through these comments.
Loving it, man. Appreciate you
And
guys.
and definitely we can keep the thread going on even after the show goes. Make sure you guys still comment and make sure that hey, we respond to each other. It's not just us. Talk to each other. We love it. We like the conversation to continue, and so we're so appreciative of it. Doc, any last remarks?
Yes, I do. I want to give some closing thoughts for the ladies today. I just want to let you know that one of the most important qualities to find in today's man is a man with a solid work ethic. You have to find a man who isn't afraid to go out there and get it and come back with it. I find that too many men today have the desire to have nice things and provide, but when it comes to doing what it takes to better themselves and their families' lives, they become human excuse factories. It could be something like taking a postal exam, go back to school, get retrained or certified in a new discipline, or simply go to work every day and come home to your family and bring your money home. Some men have a million reasons why they can't. So ladies, do yourself and your future children a favor and avoid these men at any cost. Yes, you can encourage a man to want to do better, but you can't teach a grown man how to have drive and desire. He's got to have that within himself. Feel my flow.
Man, Doc, once again, you're on point. Hey, you see what you guys made me get? I got the water, guys. You guys,
Stay hydrated.
yeah, boy, you guys. And once again, Dorian, we do got a shop culture page. You can always visit our shop culture page. We're up and running. So make sure you guys that you like the shop culture page. Again, like the shop culture page, share it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like usual, thanks to the great words from you know who he is. That man, the relationship guru, Mr. / Dr. James R. Hill.
Check out my blog page, Feel My Flow on Facebook.
Man, and I'm Barry Crosby. And that is, come on, man. Come on, Twan. Tell them who you are. And he went mute.
He went muted. You muted,
And he
Twan.
muted it. So I guess it wasn't important. So
Right.
anyways,
Not really. You know, I mean, look, I'm just cute. Look, I'm the youngest out of the three of us. Hell, I got to do something.
Don't try to sell yourself. You got the voice, though. You got the voice.
Yeah, he don't know how to stick to what he don't know how to stick to what makes it work. So hey, whatever. Good luck.
You know what?
Anyways.
Honestly, man, we appreciate you guys tuning in. So many of our first-time viewers, so many of our long-time viewers. Thank you guys all for tuning in and joining us, sharing in the conversation. We have things that are popping up. We have questions that are being presented to us. We'd love for you guys to share your comments, share your questions, share your intrigue, because we definitely want to talk about this and get this out there to figure out what we're doing, how we're interacting as people. Yo, love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining Shop Culture.
Cool.
All right.
Hey,
I
what's
see
up,
you,
Roger?
Roger.
Shout out to Roger Ellis. Roger is my old school cat. What's up, brother?
Oh, yeah, that's my guy. What's up, Roger?
Come on. Mr.
Yo, what
Roger's
up,
in
man?
the building, man.
Roger
Appreciate
Ellis,
you guys.
what's good?
Remember, stay safe, be blessed.
One love.
Yo,
See y'all
have
next
a great
time.
one, man. Peace.